We get asked all the time, what are the safety features on our iconic home lift? I'm about to break these down with you now. Hi, I'm John from Velocity Home Lifts. I'm about to go through with you now all the safety features on our iconic home lift. What happens if you lose power to the lift? Well, the lift comes with backup battery. So if you are in the lift and you lose power to the lift will continue to travel down to the ground level. When the power goes out to the lift has an LCD display and it will show you mains out on the display. It will also indicate to push the down button. You push the down button and the lift will travel down to the ground level. So in summary, if your lift loses power, the lift will safely bring you down to the ground level. So what happens in the case of emergency if the lift stops? Well, the iconic lift has in-car rescue. Let's go through that now. What are the steps of using the in-car rescue? Well, first of all, don't panic. What you need to do next is push the alarm button, which is the bell button inside the lift. And while you are holding that button down, you push and hold the down button and the lift will safely bring you down to the ground level. Once you reach the ground level using the in-car rescue, inside the lift cabin, there is an emergency key. You simply grab that emergency key, use the slot on the side of the door, you lift it up and you can exit from the lift. Additionally, if someone is inside the lift cabin and they are unable to use the in-car rescue, we also have that same function using the remote that is located outside of the lift. I'm going to run through the functions of using that remote now. How to use the emergency down via the remote. You simply remove the cover on the back of the remote and then you push and hold a black button next to the battery, and while you're holding that button, you push and hold the down button and it will safely bring the lift down to the ground level. Two remotes are supplied with your lift, one located on your top level and one located on your bottom level. So in summary, during an emergency, if your lift stops, you're able to bring yourself down to the ground level, use the emergency key and exit the lift. So what happens if you forget about all of the safety features on the iconic lift? Well, all of our lifts come with a telephone. Inside the lift cabin, there is a 1300 number that you can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Let me demonstrate to you now how the telephone in the lift works. You can see the telephone is on the handset. Simply lift up the telephone. You will see that there will be a red LED above the green telephone on the phone itself. You can push this green LED button and you'll hear a dial tone. Now dial the number that you want to, or you can simply call the 1300 number. When you have finished using the telephone, simply hang the telephone back up on the handset. When you hang the telephone back up on the handset, you will see a red LED light indicate that you have hung the phone up correctly. So for your peace of mind, you can always contact a member from Velocity Home Lifts 24 hours a day. One of the commonly asked questions is what happens if there is something above the lift on the trapdoor? Let me show you now how the trapdoor works and the safety features on the trapdoor. As you can see, the lift is traveling up and there is an object obstructing the top trapdoor. When the trapdoor is pushed down by the object, the safety switches will be engaged and the lift will stop. The screen will display that the lift has stopped and there is an object obstructing the top trapdoor. Simply push the down button and the lift will go back in the down direction. What happens if there is something or someone underneath the iconic lift? Let me demonstrate to you now the safety features of the bottom tray. As you can see now, the lift is coming downstairs and we have an object underneath the lift. You can see when the lift hits that object, the bottom tray will pick up that there is something underneath the lift and the lift will stop. When the lift stops, it will display on the screen that there is something obstructing the bottom tray, and you can simply push the up button and the lift will take you back upstairs. I hope I've answered all your safety questions. To book in your free in-home assessment with one of our Velocity team members, please contact us today to secure your spot. As you can see, we take safety seriously. That's why these safety functions are so important to have in our lifts.